starting with the presentation, thank you everyone for joining this webinar under the Thailand's Food Innovation of the Thailand Chamber of Commerce. Today with us we have Mr. Suwajpong Asawathipaibul, Managing Director of Gigahealth. Today we are talking about a special innovative product concept when East meets West. Our guest of the 11th episode is Mr. Suwajpong, who will soon share the presentation, and also one of the colleagues of his team, Kun Pacharapak, that later will present something more in detail. A quick company brief: as the organizing of healthcare system is a megatrend, Gigahealth believe that natural herbal combined with technology will generate a variation of natural innovative products by using East meets West concept. Asian herbals, especially in Thailand, have powerful herbs, but they are not widely known. We start from innovative natural sleepy drinks, and they collaborate with NSTDA to innovate natural and sanitizer and avoiding getting sick or spreading viruses, especially right now. And now I would like to leave our virtual stage to Mr. Suwajpong. Thank you very much for being with us, Mr. Suwajpong. I let you this floor.
First of all, hello everyone. My name is Suwajpong Asawathipaibul, Managing Director of Gigahealth Co Limited. As the moderator said, our company is producing functional food, drink, and skincare products under the concept natural innovation for better life. As reorganizing of the healthcare system is a megatrend, we believe that natural herbals combined with technology will generate variation of natural innovative products. Asian herbals, especially in Thailand, have many powerful herbals, but they are not widely known. We start from the innovate, natural sleepy drink, and collaborate with National Science Technology Development Agency in Thailand to innovate natural hand sanitizer to avoid getting sick or spreading virus. Our two main products are sleepy drink and natural sanitizer gel. First one is a NICEDREAM drink, which is a sleepy drink for people who have a trouble sleeping, like you get up in the morning with drowsiness or headache. It can help you with 100% natural ingredients without any chemicals. And the second one is a natural sanitizer hand gel with 100% natural ingredients and hypoallergenic without alcohol. So to do in this part, let's discuss with the Garden Wing, the natural sanitizer hand gel. I will forward to our expertise, Ms. Pacharapak to share this session. So let's start with our part, which is a relaxation drink named NICEDREAM to solve the trouble sleeping problem. Okay, so everyone knows that most people need 7 to 8 hours of sleep under the normal circumstance. But taking into account the current worldwide issue of the COVID-19 is about to create a lot of anxiety and stress related to the several unknowns that we are encountering in daily. The current situation also raises the emotion bar, leaving us all with many unanswered questions like this. So for this infographic, it's shown that more than half of the world is getting less sleep than they need, which means the actual sleep are lower than 7 hours, which are two main reasons. The first one is a routine of work that make them have a few hours to sleep. Like that, this infographic also tell you that the workers around the world take an average of 8 days off per year just to catch up on sleep, which is 2% a year that you have a good sleep, just only 2% a year that you have good sleep. Some people argue as that it's just only weekday, we can have more sleep and take a rest on weekend, but 86% of them do set aside time every day to relax. Most people think that if we sleep more than 8 hours, it will be good. It will be a good sleep and good relax, which is not true because it depends on the quality of sleep, not the quantity of sleep. And you see only 31% have a well sleep. And what about the 69%? 69% the rest will have a sleeping problem. Sleep problem is not just like the insomnia, but including sleep like fitfully throughout the night, wake up early in the morning, irregular sleeper. Most of them get up in the morning with drowsiness or headache due to the lack of quality of sleep. Like you see in this image, the image difference between quantity sleep and quality sleep. Frequent misconception is sleeping out quantity. The good sleep is not just depend on the quantity, but depend on sleep quality. When it comes to setting a sleep goal, most people focus on the number of hours they spend in the bed. Why? That is not that is a good benchmark to start. Yes, like.
Sorry, are you sharing a presentation? Because I cannot see. We cannot see the presentation. So I don't know if
really?
No, we cannot
sorry.
see. Maybe you have to select after sharing.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Now we can see. Thank you a lot.
Okay, sorry. Okay, like this image. Okay, like the quality sleep, difference between quality and quality sleep. Like when it comes to get a setting sleep goal, most people focus on the number of hours they spend in bed. Why that's a good benchmark to start in order to get the most out of your shut eye. You need to focus on the restfulness of your sleep as well. Discover how to maximize both aspects of sleep to wake up, feel rejuvenated. Unlike sleep quantity. For adults, good quality sleep means that you typically fall asleep in 30 minutes or less. Sleep soundly through the night with no more than one awakening and drift back to sleep within 20 minutes. If you do wake up, on the flip side, bad sleep quality is the kind that leaves you staring at the ceiling or counting sheep, like the number 1, number 2, number 3, like this. It may be characterized by trouble falling asleep and staying asleep, restlessness, and early awakening. Go back to the last slide a moment because I didn't share the presentation. I'm sorry about that. So you will see that 31% is a regular sleeper. So currently that has a 69% has a trouble sleeping. Have a sleep problem. Sleep problem is not just insomnia, but including like a sleep fitfully throughout the night, wake up early in the morning, irregular sleeper. Most of them get up in the morning with drowsiness or headache. It included in the 69% as well. And you see that 86% do not set aside time every day to relax. Somebody tell that, okay, I can take a rest like that to sleep 8 hours a day in the Saturday or Sunday. So actually you cannot because the life clock is not assigned like this. So nowadays we have an equipment to track your quality of sleep, like the smartphone application or the smartwatch, like the Garmin or Fitbit, like the Apple Watch. They can track the cycle of sleep. And what about the cycle of sleep we will show in this slide? There are 5 states of sleep that rotate between non-rapid eye movement and rapid eye movement and include drowsiness, light sleep, moderate to deep sleep, and deepest sleep and dreaming. For state 1 and state 2, I'm combined together. During state 1, do you drift from being awake to being asleep. This is a light sleep that does not last very long. You may start to relax and dream. And in state 2, your breathing and heartbeat slow down and your brain waves are less active. For the state 3 and 4, you enter in deep sleep, and for the state 4 is the deepest sleep stage. During deep sleep, your breathing, heartbeat, and brain waves reach their lowest level. Your muscles are extremely relaxed, and you are the most difficult to rouse. For stage 4 is known as the healing stage, when tissue growth and repair take place rejuvenated as well. Important hormones are released to do their jobs, and cellular energy is restored. For the REM, if you see the square, the red square is REM. Your first REM cycle of the night begin about 90 minutes after you fall asleep and close your eyelid. Someone who is awake. Your breathing heart rate and blood pressure rise to near waking levels. In REM sleep, often referred to as state 5, is when you are most likely to dream. Your arms and legs become temporarily paralyzed during this state to prevent you from physically acting out your dreams. It would be great if your quality sleep reached in the state 4, but people who have a trouble sleeping hardly to reach out of this stage because they have a trouble sleeping, and this is the beginning of my inspiration. We saw many kinds of the functional food drink concern about the consumer problem in the daily life. For example, sport drinks, protein drinks, but most of problem of consumer in nowadays is a sleeping problem, especially in the for the COVID-19 pandemic. But they have no solution for trouble sleeping people. What do you if you see in the like the Korea or Japan, they have many kind 100 brands of like the functional drink, but no any brand do like the sleep for the function of sleep. In fact, trouble sleeping is a crucial problem in nowadays. It is a basic issue for well-being. Like if you would like to diet to healthy to recover from illness, you have to sleep well more than 6 hours. If you have trouble sleeping, you will see yourself in anger, worry, bipolar disorder, bad mood, bad decision, and many things else. But that has no functional, as I said, to help insomnia, especially in a natural way. One frequent question from the drugstore that I did my research. The question is, do you have any natural sleeping pills? They have like the chronic insomnia. They have a light insomnia, but they don't need to take like the melatonin or sleeping pill because they know that it contains of like the chemicals. But that has anything else except like the melatonin or sleeping pill in that natural way. That's our inspiration. So that's our inspiration with the two important topics, which is sleeping problem is tending to increase in every single year, no way to decrease. And another one is 100 for the health concern. Most of people are looking for the product to help for the 100% natural ingredients. So the NICEDREAM is a 100% natural ingredient as well. After that, I did more research and found interesting information that ensure the things we plan to do is in the right way. So let's start with the NICEDREAM product. So our product concept of NICEDREAM is a combination from the Eastern and Western to suitable not just a local but for the global. We made from over 50 ingredients inside this bottle from the Western and Eastern. For the Western, it's combined like just like the acai berry, cranberry, prune juice, grape. And for the Eastern herbals like the ginger, clove, licorice, and finger roots, lychee mushroom, some kind like that. Because one ultimate goal is to bring Asian herbals, especially in Thai herbals, to be well known globally. Because actually, Asian herbals are very helpful, very helpful, but no one didn't know and didn't concern about that. They also concerned about like the European herbal, some kind like that. I would like to bring the Thai herbal, especially in Thai herbal, to be a well-known worldwide. To be a NICEDREAM, a relaxation drink for people who have a trouble sleeping. With if you sleep for a few hours, like the last night you sleep just like 3 hours or 4 hours, and normally you get up with drowsiness or headache. It can help you with 100% natural ingredient inside by using the wisdom combined between fruits from the Western and herbal from the Eastern. Okay, we cannot say that which is what is like the detail of the 15 ingredients, but we just rest for the 4 main ingredients like the acai berry, rose hip, ginger, and L-theanine. Let's start with the acai berry. Acai berry is a superfruit that harvested from the palm tree. We import from the like the Brazil. It it has a very high like the ORAC. ORAC is like the antioxidant level. To for the acai berry that promote heart and skin health, help balance body system, and very high in antioxidant in the fruit, which is a free radical, and reduce stress level and improve quality of sleep. For the rose hip is a part of the fruit that grows on the bottom of the white rose. It contains the high collagen and vitamin C. So if you take like the acai berry and rose hip, you will get fresh, even you sleep for a few hours. Next is the ginger. Everyone knows that ginger is the like just like we can say that the king of like the herbs because it can release pain reduction, and powerful anti-inflammatory with highly potent antioxidant. Just like if you get up in the morning, you get headache if you have a few hours to sleep. The ginger has the active ingredient like the active compound like the gingerol. The gingerol will release like the reduce the pain. And the last one is L-theanine. L-theanine is an amino acid found in the green tea. It appears to alter level of various neurotransmitter for being a relax agent without sedation by boosting serotonin and dopamine. The main active ingredient is L-theanine, as I said. It's a kind of amino acid found in green tea, but we extract the caffeine out, so it will be help like for the relaxation. L-theanine reduces physical and mental stress and increase alpha brain wave, which are associated with the mental relaxation and concentration. You will see like this image. Currently, we are in the beta wave. Like you are the audience. Listen to our speakers. Currently we are active. So the wave is like that in the beta wave. But for you go lying on the bed and would like to sleep, so once the brain wave will adjust from the beta wave to alpha wave. But if I calling with my roommate, like my team, or get straight, the beta wave still working. It's not moved from the beta wave to the alpha wave, so you will get trouble sleeping. So L-theanine will release your brain wave from the beta wave to the alpha wave. The mechanism of NICEDREAM is to produce serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter and a resource to produce melatonin. More serotonin, more melatonin produced. So the feeling once you take a NICEDREAM is a relax, same as you watching TV, lying on the bed, lying on the sofa, and you will sleepy. Even you watch adventure or action movie, you will get relaxed and would like to sleep because of the atmosphere. So the theanine will make you relax and calm down and then get sleepy. And NICEDREAM is suitable for like the people who have stress from work, people who get up in the morning with drowsiness or headache, people who have trouble sleeping and suffer from jet lag as well. Okay, somebody told me that it's just like the emotional, it's just like the imaging or just all in your head, cannot make it real. But I can challenge you by using like the Garmin, Fitbit, or Apple Watch, the smartwatch that has like the application or that has like a function to track quality of sleep. You will see like this, as I mentioned earlier, in the REM, right, the cycle of sleep. That has like the REM, right, light sleep, deep sleep. You can see like this. The smartwatch cannot lie like yourself. You can track by yourself. Like the second, first one and second one, the day I try by myself to wear the Garmin and sleep. You can see that the REM like the 2 hours and 9 minutes and 2 hours and 17 minutes. And for the 2 days, I have deep sleep for just only 6 minutes, and I slept for the 7 hours. But for the third picture, I have the deep sleep for the 3 hours and a half. So you can see that the quality of sleep different between the day don't drink and the day you drink. Deep sleep is longer than usual. Okay. And many people said, oh, what about the melatonin or sleeping pills? How different? So for the melatonin is a hormone and dietary supplement commonly used as a sleep aid. These concerns are mainly due to a lack of research on its long-term effect, as well as its wide-ranging effect as a hormone. They help you fall asleep as well, improve sleep quality, and increase sleep duration. But it is not good in the long term because melatonin is a kind of hormone. As a common sense, it's not good for the take hormone directly. You never take like the growth hormone, you never take like the sex hormone directly because you know what take the hormone directly is not good in the long term. It's the same, like the same common sense. What you take is continuously, the body will not produce melatonin itself. It will wait for you taking. So that's why you have to take more dosage. You know, in the past 10 years, the maximum dosage of melatonin in US is just only 0.5 milligram. But in nowadays, in today, the maximum dosage is 10 milligram. What does it mean? It means that 20 times greater than the past. That's the reason once you take melatonin, you have to take more and more and more. What about the sleeping pills? Both the immediate and long-term danger of sleeping pill abuse are enough for most people to exercise caution when using them. However, many people aren't aware of the danger of this medication. The dangerous effect of sleep medication range from the seizure to depressed breathing. Some people also experience allergic reaction from the sleeping pills that can cause difficulty breathing and chest pain. True that people who use sleeping pills may even develop parasomnia. What is parasomnia? Parasomnia are defined as a sleep disorder that include behavior like sleepwalking, sleep eating, sleep driving, and other potentially dangerous sleep-related activities. The immediate danger of sleeping pills range from the minor fatigue to coma. Some of these side effects can even lead to deadly overdose, casting light on the true danger of sleeping pills. And this one is like the testimonial view. Last year, we are focusing on the frequent flyer, like the cabin crew, like the pilot, because these occupation has many kind of sleeping trouble. And currently, we sell in the in-flight in the airline to claim that if you have a trouble sleeping, like you get a jet lag and you cannot sleep because for the Asia that has a red eye flight, so you can take this drink into the flight. Like this, and currently we export to the Korea. We have many reviews from the Korea because the Korea and the Japan, they have many kind of like the functional drink, and they already educated of like the functional drink as well. And yes, we sell in like the supermarket like E-Mart. And last year we got the award from the Korea. That's #1 Korea Satisfaction Consumer Index 2019 to claim that there is a popular product in terms of like the imported drink. And we have certification as well in Thai FDA, Halal, GMP, and HACCP, and also KFDA. And yes, and that is a total of our drink and our product. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation. We have some questions from the audience, and so the first one from Mr. Sandro. And can you determine in quantity the value and the market size in Thailand for herbal drinks?
Okay, so currently for the functional drink is quite popular. Nowadays they have many kind of the functional drink like the vitamin drink. Vitamin drink is currently very popular in Thailand, but for the I think it tending to be grow to bring to increasing in the term of functional drink in Thailand, and I think for in Thailand the kind of popular is like the vitamin drink and like the functional drink. They will go to the supermarket and you will see like the many kind of functional drink more than the past, and especially in the vitamin drink.
Kun Suwajpong, may I ask, for export to Korea, for example, in other countries, did you benefit of some support from the ITP or international trade show, or you find your own buyer, you have already your own contact?
Okay, for the Korean importer, because I met him by the exhibit in the TICC, which is a Thai food exhibition. Yes, and for the to exhibit in the some the country like the South Africa I had been before, like the South Africa, like the Hong Kong, like the Japan. Yes.
Okay. And another question, like you mentioned in the title, East meets West, and herbology in Thailand. Do you use like natural product, or we heard that products like lamia is very useful for relax.
Yeah.
And we saw also that the Thai government recently, in the maybe last 3 years, is supporting the, let's say, the Thai herbologic experience to promote it more. What is your experience about, in general, herbology? What are your suggestions also for people that are not very familiar to Thai herbology?
Okay, the special of like the Thai herbal, because we cannot use single Thai herbal ingredient, because that has a wisdom of the Thai herbal medical. Like if you have to put like the ginger, you cannot put directly or remove directly. You have to put all of the process, like just like for the blood circulation. We put the ginger for the blood circulation, but not just only ginger, but including like the finger root, like the Indian gooseberry as well. So we cannot put or remove just like one ingredient directly. We have to put or remove in the group of ingredients, which is a advantage and like a special for the Thai ingredients. And we are focusing on the effective. Many functional drink especially in Thailand or worldwide, maybe like the beauty collagen, beauty drink. You maybe you hear like the beauty drink. So if you drink today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, you will get any effect, but just like the emotion. Oh, look in the window, in the mirror. Oh, maybe I will get beauty, some kind like that. But it's just like emotion, or like just like for the weight control drink. You cannot see in the effect directly, but for the sleepy drink, you can see the result, the effect directly. Just like if you drink tonight and tomorrow you still like have a trouble sleeping, you never drink again. Different from the beauty drink, you cannot see the effective directly, so you can continuously drinking. So the answer is I focus on the result. If many competitors like the long can drink, claim that they will get the effective like some kind of that. So I never compete with them, but we let the customer try for the result. So that's why I'm the first company to claim that you can track quality of sleep by yourself by using like the Apple Watch, Garmin, or smartwatch to track quality yourself, because we are focusing on the effective first.
Thank you. And another question, you were mentioning about other product or medicine that are used extensively. And for example, melatonin is something that it's very much promoted for exactly like jet lag situation. Personally, I used to try melatonin when I had to travel in intercontinental flight, but I avoided it immediately because it gave me horrible nightmares. And I tried to find other solution for the night sleep. And actually, it's interesting that airlines are actually using this. And
yes. That's a majority market that I would like to penetrate, because in the airlines they have so many kind of trouble sleeping, like the passenger, like the cabin crew, like the pilot, they have trouble sleeping, the irregular work.
Yes.
So I think it will be like a huge market to penetrate.
And can I ask, related to also the situation that recently we globally face, during the period of the COVID-19, were you able to keep selling properly, or did you have a better sales online? What was the feedback from your client?
Good for me, because even I have a problem to export, like you know the situation of the and no place to go, no place to go where, no place to shopping. They watching and as well the growing in the term of like the TV shopping, TV shopping, and the other channels like the online, okay, it's going as well. But so the answer is like for the COVID-19 pandemic, I have good selling in the domestic market, and for the export market international, as you know, there has a problem to export currently.
Okay, thank you. And also, would like to ask the attendees if there is any other question that you would like to ask to Dr. Suwajpong. And you can drop your question in the chat, or since we are not too many, you can raise your hands. I will give you time to speak directly. Maybe I will ask in the meantime, while people are thinking about it, something that is maybe is a bit technical, is more about your market penetration in Thailand. I found your product in several stores. So if I'm not wrong, I found it in 7-Eleven. Probably I saw it also in Big C or in a big supermarket, because the brand looks very familiar. Let's say it's easy to recognize. And I would like to ask, for your experience, is it difficult to place a new product that people are not very much aware into, like in the GDO, in gross domestic supermarket, or is something that is manageable? Because sometimes it's a bit tricky to bring a new product into a supermarket. What is your experience as a businessman to find new ways, new platform where to sell it?
To inform you that you know the product placed in the super like the convenience store, like the 7-Eleven, right? That's not our product, you know, because there's a copy, the copy of our product.
Is a copy?
Yes, Yes, you can, but we have a different like a different positioning, different segmentation. So for at that time they launched their product, they copy product. Why I say like the copy? Because you just like confused between our product and their product. But I did not concern about that because we have the different segmentation and positioning. They also sell in like the supermarket, like the sell in the convenience store as well with the very price, very cheap as some kind like that. But we have to differentiate because we are selling in the like the nationwide drugstore, like the healthy shop, some kind like that, and like the airlines and like the TV shopping. So we place the different channels, different markets, different segmentation. So we can set the price to over there like a 50 baht, two times from the brand price in the supermarket because we are focusing on the like the effective. I never mind that any other competitors will sell like that 20 baht, 25 baht. No, I didn't care because finally it had to concern about the effective. Once the consumer buy 20 baht, 25 baht and drink one bottle, two bottle, three bottle and not get any effective, so they stop buying. So they think I think our advantage, our strong point is the effective.
It's actually interesting because it opens another chapter about intellectual property and brand copyright, because in a way, let's say if they have a very similar packaging, can actually damage you. But anyhow, this one maybe it's a topic that we will talk in another webinar. But right now, let's say I would like to wrap up. It's an hour webinar, so in the meantime, I would like to thank you, of course, for your time and the interesting explanation about your product, and also having a good night's sleep that nowadays is probably very challenging for many people, no matter what, if you are a manager, a doctor, a student, everyone has his own challenge and thought. And of course, we will record this webinar, we will put it on our YouTube channel and make it available for a wider audience in the months to come. And okay, so I will say thank you and have a good weekend.